So here we have it, guys, our August Cape York trip 2024. We started off at Uncle Kenny's place in Dubbo and made a 13.5-hour drive to Rainbow Falls in Blackdown Tablelands National Park, Queensland. The tour guide for this trip is Baswang and the 79. Along for the ride is Michaela, Annalise and the Timinator.
We found the rock pools. They're a little bit fresh, but it looks like a good spot for a swim. The Timinator's got the drone out, of course, and it's about 8 o'clock in the morning.
After we finished up at Rainbow Falls, we drove 11.5 hours past the Big Mango to Babinda Boulders, just south of Cairns.
After we had a swim, sadly we had our last single box for a couple of weeks in Cairns and then headed across the Daintree River Ferry and up the Bloomfield track to the Lions Den Hotel. We had a tasty pub feed there and then camped at Annan Gorge before heading to Cooktown.
Then we headed to Cape Bedford, where I decided to try a bog hole that I probably should have just driven around.
No, this way, no.
We had a bite to eat and then headed back out where we encountered a little difficulty crossing this creek.
Wind locks, eh?
We found some cool fishing shacks on our way back to Elim Beach and then we headed up to Starkey River for night 4 of our journey so far. Day 5 we hit Kuka Road, and as we all know, the 79 loves to lift a wheel or two. This creek was a good spot for some lunch as we waited a little over an hour and a half for 9 other vehicles to winch themselves out. Finally made it out of that creek, and then we headed towards Cape Melville, which unfortunately was about to be closed the next day. So we headed on to Cow Power Crossing, where we camped the night, and then we headed to Archer River. From there we went to Chili Beach. Up next was the Frenchman's Track, which we were all pretty keen for. The first major obstacle is the Pasco River crossing, which again we had to wait for 6 other vehicles going the opposite direction to cross, which took them a little over an hour and a half. Then it was our turn.
Crossing the mighty Pasco, Duncan Weipa, and the mighty D-Max. Slow it down.
The next obstacle is the Wentlock River crossing, but this late in the season it's not very deep. We hit Weipa the next day as someone hurt their arm, so we had to go to the hospital. But it turned out to be a pretty cool spot. Next up was the old Telly, Palm Creek.
Have you got your diff lock on?
We pulled up early at this lesser known spot on the Dalhunty River. Day 10, time for gunshot.
Nice.
Sam's Creek. Pretty good spot, hey? Nice spot for a swim in the water.
Just send it.
hung around at Nolan's to watch a few people get stuck in the crossing before we headed along the last bit of the old telly to the old Jardine River crossing. We decided against crossing the Jardine, turned around and jumped on the ferry before checking out some sights around Bega. We did a cheeky stop by the Croc tent before we headed to Punsan Bay, where we stayed for 3 nights. On day 13, we finally made it to the tip. After soaking it in that we'd made it to the most northern point of Australia, mainland, we went to check out 5 beaches.
Number 5?
There's actually 8 beaches, however, we only went to 7 of them as the tide was a little bit high to get to the last.
Riveting stuff.
We had some difficulty on the way back. This is very steep exit from beach number 6. It's very soft sand and large sandstone rocks. I think my tyres were around 10 psi. Day 14, we did a little bit more exploring around the tip and then just chilled out at the resort. And with that, it was time to start our nearly 4,000 kilometre journey home. On the way, we stopped off to see some World War II era relics. We stopped in Cohen for a palmy from the Sex Change Hotel before we hit the Laura River up for camp that night, ready for Old Coach Road the next day.
That's so cool.
Another riverside camp on the way to Atherton, where we spent the day checking out the town and the surrounding areas. After checking out the waterfalls near Atherton and Porcupine Gorge, we made our way to Mount Walker near Hughenden, where we got to see the sunset and got a special treat from Chef Baswick.
G'day viewers, coming to you from Mount Walker in Queensland.
Sunny Australia.
Sorry.
Bit of ginger wouldn't hurt. Probably want a bit more garlic.
Measure with your heart, Brian.
Stir it in. You show the viewers the view, mate.
Cooking with a view.
Righto. I've got to read these instructions on here first. And I'll need the frozen veggies, please.
Maybe use it. Oh.
That's spicy.
That was pretty fragrant, to be honest.
Oh,
I
yes,
can
it
smell
was.
it. It's kind of hurting my eyeballs.
Chuck the beef in.
Literally.
Looking good. Don't worry, we'll add some veggies later. Waking up milk.
How long did you cook for?
Cook for 2 minutes, brown it up a bit. And you can add some chilli in there.
Don't be shy. Oh, poor Tim.
About that much.
Poor Michaela.
Bit of paprika for good measure.
Your eyes. I'll do the toilets first. You may need them later.
Yeah. Now you just simmer that away. On to the veggies, I'm getting hungry. Now you don't want too many veggies.
No, you need more than that.
Ah, come on. How heavy do you want to be?
A bit more than that. Come on. A little bit more.
That's about half. So you don't want it boiling too much, so you gotta just have it simmering, just bubbling a little bit, so you gotta back off the heat a bit. So it's just right. Just like that, see? A little bubble. That's good. Time for the noodles. These don't need to be in here very long. Not soggy. Like 1 or 2, 6 or 9 minutes.
No, I don't do what I do.
We've got a big crowd to feed tonight. And lots of carbs.
Carb loading.
Turns me on a bit.
Now just mix it in. This is the finishing touch.
You want some? No.
Put that on there. And add some crunchy noodles on. Oh, beautiful.
Maybe a little bit.
Cheers and peace out.
Oh, knocked on by John. Oh dear.
Dirt.
That kind of hurt.
Mid-walk protein stop. Another stop. He can't multitask though, he's stopping every time he eats. Garlic in a can.
I think you got it all sorted. Yeah. I can go.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Oh,
This is Seb's,
I've been sacked.
Seb's cooking.